How you doing, guys? How is everyone? How is everything? Did you guys miss me? Don't lie. E aí, rapaziada, olha quem tá de volta. Sentiram a minha falta? Não mintam, viu? Não mintam. Estamos de volta às nossas atividades, entendeu? E aqui segue o baile. Depois de 3 semanas de férias, depois de passar um tempo legal mesmo no Brasil com a família, né? Descansar, estamos de volta às nossas atividades. E agora o Nego Teta vai ter que treinar mesmo, porque 3 semanas de cerveja, churrasco, doce, bolo, pão e outras quitandas a mais, o que vocês quiserem imaginar, voltamos à vida real. Uma viagem longa, de algumas horas de viagem. Aí voo atrasado, voo cancelado, os caralho a 4, e atrasa aqui, atrasa ali, entendeu? Enfim, chegamos em casa sãos e salvos. E aqui se preparando para o primeiro treino depois das férias. Porque, rapaz, eu vou lhe falar que se eu fiz 10 flexão de braço, eu tô mentindo. Nada, zero, niente, nada, 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 absolutamente nada. E agora é hora do couro velho pagar os pecados das férias. Como vocês podem ver, o pasto estava legal lá para aqueles lados. Então eu acho que alguns quilos a mais eu acabei colocando. Então agora tem que fazer um treinozinho rápido aqui. Rápido, mas devagar. Estamos começando, o joelho meio lascado. Então estamos devagar nas pedras, né? Não vamos acelerar muito, mas estamos aí de volta. Então já vamos deixando o seu like, já vai deixando um comentário aí, já vai se inscrevendo na página, que preciso de 800 pessoas inscritas nesse canal até o final de agosto. E você sabe que as loucuras voltaram. So, after a long break, I had 3 weeks of doing absolutely nothing. When I was on holiday, not even one push-up. I was doing nothing. Drinking beer, barbecue almost every day, drinks, sweets, sleeping a lot. Crazy around people. Now, it's time for the body to pay for the sins of the holiday. And as you can see, the field was quite green around that side. Now it's time to get back to the reality. So I was doing like a little live before, which you guys can have a quick look at it. And now I'm gonna start doing a little bit of training just to get started, just to try a little bit. And as I say, it will have to be slowly, because as you guys can see, I put some weight on. And my knee is not great. I was walking anti-inflammatory, which I have it's a natural anti-inflammatory what I drink with my ginger, turmeric, garlic, lemon. The holiday, only beer came into the stomach, so now it's time to get back to it. So I will not speak too much, probably I will, but I want to do a bit of exercise. So if you guys want to exercise with me, be more than welcome to join me now. Okay, it's going to be very easy and calm exercise. After a month almost doing nothing, I need to go slowly. Então depois de um mês fazendo nada, vamos começar a exercitar devagarzinho. Lembrando que o joelho está fudido, né? Não fiz nada, não fiz alongamento, não fiz nada. Porra nenhuma, só enchi a rabo de cachaça e comi, que nem um porcão. Aí agora eu tenho um mês e eu vou para a Polônia dia 19 de setembro, então eu tenho até o dia 19 de setembro para perder aí entre 5 e 10 quilos. Então tem que ser devagarzinho, na paz, na maciota. the body is very heavy, I can tell. Please don't forget to leave your like, don't forget to subscribe to this channel, don't forget to share this page, don't forget even to tell them to get fucked. Everything is allowed to say in this channel. Everything is up to you, how you want to interact with me here. You can swear at me as much as you want. I'm gonna swear back at you though. Get prepared. Oh, yeah. Nice and easy, nice and peaceful, nothing crazy yet. Just trying to get adjusted for something that I haven't done in a month. And where's my like? Bunch of dickheads. I don't even have one like in there. 17 people looking at it. Nobody can leave a blood like. Yeah. Age hurts, trust me. Age hurts. It's not only saying, okay? Physically and mentally, when you start understanding you are getting older, you're not getting any younger, the body's not working is the same anymore, you know, you start being very, I was gonna say lazy, but lazy is not the word. It's just another way of living. So it's not laziness. What is that? Bahadur, how you doing, man? How you keeping? Where's my like? Where's the subscription? How you doing? Just back from holiday, so trying to adapt back into it. But it's been 1 month doing nothing. So just trying to get back to it now. Just trying to get back to it. And my knee is not great. I twisted my knee even before I went on my holiday, and I never look after the knee. And I just came back, so now I just need to go nice and steady. Okay, easy, easy. So slowly, as I say, the age has come to me already, so I'm quite happy of getting older. So I need to understand it's going to be with some aches and pains sometimes. That's the fun of getting old. So don't ask for anything crazy today, guys. I don't think I'm going to be able to do anything mad. Maybe. Oh boy. Yeah. I don't even have the strength in the arm. Yeah, it's gonna be long days to get back to it. Long days. Where are you from? Barro do... Yes, I'm a Brazilian. You have the Brazilian accent. Yes, buddy, I am Brazilian. I come from the south of Brazil, state of Paraná. And I come from the countryside of the state. So I come from a town. Now it's about 25,000 people living in that town. And my parents, they live in somewhere even smaller. It's about 6,000 people living in a small town where my parents live. And I just came back from Brazil. I got back on Saturday evening from my trip. And so I was just saying, for 1 month, I didn't do absolutely nothing. You know, I didn't do nothing at all. So I was just drinking, eating, and playing around, not exercising at all. So now it's time for me to get back to it. So whereabouts you from, buddy? I want to move to Brazil. Where are you from? Where are you? Because I'm from Brazil, but I live in England, live in the UK for almost 20 years. Brazilian woman is the best. I agree. Well, I like women anyway, but yeah, we have quite few good-looking women in Brazil. I can say that way. So whereabouts you from? Where do you live? Don't forget to leave your like. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel. Help me to get 800 subscribers by the end of the month. 800 plus. From Central Asia country called Tajikistan. Tajikistan, okay, and do you live still there? What is the reasons for you to move to Brazil, buddy? Let's have a conversation. Why you want to go to Brazil? For the women, I know. What else is bringing you to Brazil? Farming business. Well, there's a great business in Brazil, farming. I remember farming in Brazil 20 years ago. And if you want to farm, Brazil is one of the best places where you can do it. Big time indeed. I love the countryside of Brazil. I love farming. You know, life changed. Everything changed. But it's always good to do what you like if you have the time and the chance to do it. Paranauê, that's it, that's Capoeira, that's what brought me to the UK. That's the reason I came to England. When I was a young chick, I was 23 years old when I came to the UK to lead some workshops of Capoeira, of martial arts, and I never went back to Brazil. You know, the world just took me. But yeah, so that's what I'm doing, but as I say, it's just very different now as the age comes and you need to adjust. You know, it's not as easy as it was when I was a bit younger. Anyway, could be worse. Yes, I work in England since 2006. So that's when I came to the UK. After a few months being here, I decided to stay a bit longer. So I was teaching martial arts and also I was working in the kitchen. I used to be a chef. but I was already a chef in Brazil. I was training for be a chef in Brazil. So I became an executive chef. I was working in restaurants for over 20 years. And that's how everything started. So, and then 10 years ago, I decided to change my career. 11 years ago. I didn't want to be in the kitchen anymore. That's when I had a choice, open a new bistro for myself or do something completely different. And I decided to walk away from hospitality. So I became a co-man. And that's one of the best choices I have done because I had time to work on my schools of martial arts. So I have schools in Warrington, Manchester, Leeds, York. I have other countries when I supervise some of the kids. When I say kids, I'm talking about other teachers who are 20 years old, 25. 30 years old for me is still a child because I'm over 40. So when I say kid, don't think it's only a young child. You know? But yeah, I want things much more relaxed. I don't like the environment, the cold environment of training only when you are at the gym. When you can train everywhere, you know? When you can look into capoeira, everything what you can be done, just live the life fully. Live the life big time. Don't worry about tomorrow. Tomorrow is a consequence of what you're going to do today. So make sure what you do today will be great. So tomorrow you won't have to worry about this subject what you're thinking today. You don't have to repeat it again. Now some people, they rather to go to a harder way. People can live the way they want. I'm not here to patronize anyone. I'm not here to teach people how to live, Just live the life. What martial art you teach? Well, I teach only capoeira. That's what I teach, the Brazilian martial art. I have practiced other martial arts back on the days. I tried Muay Thai, I tried Kung Fu, I tried Judo, I tried Karate, maybe bits of other stuff as well. But today, I only practice Capoeira and Esgrima. Okay, so I teach Capoeira and I'm a student of Esgrima. I have some knowledge of weapons from the Capoeira point of view, but I don't have much of the skills of the weapons in Capoeira, what I wanted to get. That's why I decided to go and learn escrimas. People call it Arnis, or some other people call Kali, depending on the region that we're working. The system I am practicing, I'm learning, is called escrima. Okay, so to manipulate blades, manipulate sticks, and that's something I don't really want to be teaching at all. How about you try going back to work? JCG, how you doing, motherfucker? Judo is one of the word. Yeah, I was practicing judo when I was about, I think I was about 17. When I was about 17, I was training judo, yeah. So I loved it. I just couldn't carry on the time because problems on my knee and on my shoulder. I had a motorbike accident, so I had a problem on the knee as well. So all the throwing was not good at the point for me to carry on. But we just try to carry on. How you doing, JC? You didn't leave your like in there, you still, motherfucker. How you keep, brother? Keeping well? So here we are, trying again after 1 month doing nothing, trying to practice and stretch a little bit. It's gonna take a life to get back on, get fit again. Now, maybe another couple of weeks, maybe I'll be okay. Because today, and of course, the knee is not being so great, so I'm talking more than what I'm doing because I just want to take a bit of time. Leave my like there, bunch of motherfuckers. Subscribe to the channel, leave your like, share the video, tell them to fuck off, do as you please. But let's interact here. Come on, guys, it's been 3 weeks you don't see me, and now I'm back, and you guys don't even leave a bloody comment in there. And for those who don't know me yet, nice to meet you, Nego Teta. I'm the worst person you're ever going to meet. This channel is the worst channel you're going to watch today. I'm just a waste of space on earth, and I don't give a shit about what people think about me. Bollocks. Yeah, I can't keep for too long. Subscribe and like. Oh, thank you very much for that, buddy. Much appreciated. Thanks for the subscription. Thanks for the like. Now enjoy the madness. And I can tell you, it's a lot. It's a lot. That's my job, being mad, but happy. Happy. People look at me and they say, well, you are homeless, you are a crazy man, you are whatever you want to call me. I'll take it, I'll accept it. Because I don't give a shit about what people think about me. As long as people are not paying for my rent, if people are not paying for my bills, not my car finances, if people are not putting food on my table, if you not even invite me to go for a beer, why should I care about those who don't give a damn about me? As you guys can see, I work on my own. I finished work already 2 hours ago. I'm just here killing the time, going back home, do a bit more of training while I am in there. There's a lot to catch up with, a lot. But as I say, I need my body to get back to normal. I need to get my strength, my flexibility, power, and the only thing what I have in me now is the level of the glucose up here. Eating sugar a lot. My diabetes is screaming around me. Anyway, that's part of life too. You need to enjoy it when you are on holiday. Just tell them to get fucked off. Oh, that's what I say, Bahadur. That's exactly what I say. Like I was in Brazil and some people said to me, I don't like you. I say, fuck it, I don't care. I don't even know you. Why should I be bothered if you like me or not? Some other people say, oh, I like you. And they say, oh, hold on, I'm already married. So be careful the way you like me. Live the life fully. Live the life like the world is beautiful. Life is beautiful. We are the ones who needs to complicate everything else because we are not satisfied with anything. We are the problems of the world. If we could, make things simple, it would be so nice to live. A beautiful life. And some people laugh at me, like people do laugh at me all the time. They say what I do is bullshit. It will never work in a real fight. It will never work in a real life combat. What can I say? Nothing. If they believe it does not work, there is no way I'm going to open the head, put a little sign in there, a piece of paper saying it does work when you need it. Put inside their brain, and then we understand it does not work that way. So you tell them, look, what I do is good for me. I don't care if you like it or not. But I like it. I enjoy it. And I don't give a shit if it's not going to be useful in a street fight or not. Rule number 2 of the street. Someone always will get hurt. Just make sure it's not you. Rule number 1, follow rule number 2. I'm too old to try to convince people what I practice. We're going to be efficient on a street fight. What I train will save me from an attack. I'm tired of trying to explain to people. I don't train for fights. I don't train to waste my time punching people, kicking people. I don't waste my time with these no-sense things. I want to live my life. I want to enjoy the life. I want to be cool to everyone. I want to be respected as I respect other people as well. And if people don't want to walk with me, that's fine. There is another path nearby. People can choose whatever they want. I don't give a shit. I don't give a damn. Well, this thing, this dancing, monkey thing will not save you on the street. Well, I, 42 years old, have worked at least for 34 years. Since 1991, it has worked for me, surviving on the streets of Brazil, where there are knives, guns, okay, all sorts of weapons and mad people, and the street is not a joke. Third rule of the street: nobody cares about your feelings. Nobody give a damn about who you are or what you think. Rule number 2, someone always will get hurt. Just make sure it's not you. And rule number 1, follow rule number 2. It worked for me. Second thing, what works on the street a lot: the philosophy of the hare, the rabbit. Why? Big ears, small mouth. Listen more than what you speak if you want to survive. Whatever you see, is the fight yours? No, it's not your business. Is someone gonna get killed? Someone will get killed. What you gonna do to change it? You're gonna put your chest in front of a bullet for someone? If you're not working the law, probably not. And don't be hypocrite saying you will, unless it's your family member, unless it's your very best friend. Is your father, is your mother, is your son? Who are you gonna give your life to save theirs? Because you're not gonna do it for a stranger, will you? Even though you have good intentions, it's not appropriated interfering in how the world works. Now, if you see a situation where you can interfere to save a life, fair enough. Jumping in front of a gun is not the smartest thing to do to try to save someone, because it's going to be 2 people dead. So make sure your knees are okay. Make sure your hands are okay, because you can run fast and you can grip things if you need to walk, if you need to run, if you need to disappear. Okay? So don't, when people come to me and say, well, this shit, what you're doing that is not going to save you on the street. Well, it did save me for over 30 years, and it still, I believe, will save me whenever I need it. I don't train for fights, so people come to me sometimes and ask me to prepare them because they want to become fighters, they want to go to the ring, they want to go to the cage, they want to go to the UFC, they want to be powerful, they want to be fast, they want to know how to avoid weapons, they want to know how to survive in nasty environment. What can I say? Fuck off. Don't waste my time. I'm not for it. I don't waste my time, because this is just my dance. This is just something strict, what I do, because it makes me happy. You know, the ginga makes me happy. Just this stupid move here, because, that makes me happy, even though I'm a bit slow. But it does make me happy. If I need to protect myself, I know what to do. If someone wants to learn what I have to teach, I choose who I want to train. In 34 years of training, 34 years of martial arts, I only taught 1-2 people. Few things, not everything what I still want to teach them. I have 60 students. My students have their own students. I want everyone to disappear from my school. I don't want trouble. I don't want promises. I don't want bullshit. I just want people who actually want to train. And I only found 6 people who actually wanted to learn what I have to teach. So we say, when people say, oh, there's a little competition here, a little competition there, can you bring your students? Are you guys okay to come and train, compete with us? There's going to be prize, going to be everything, it's going to be a big event. They say, no. If they want to go, that's not my business. I don't run people's life. I don't patronize anyone. If my students want to go for a fight, they can go. But most of them, they are already parents. They are already 40 years old. They are successful people in business. Okay? Some of them, they are humble, simple people who don't want to have fights. They just live in a nice, close environment, But one thing what I teach them, no pit, no fear. If you don't go for a competition, go for the real thing. Go for the fight. If someone is there closing the fist to come to you, it means they want to harm you. So what should you do? Run. Run. Disappear. Become a smuggler. Get lost. But if you decide you also want to close your fist and go for that combat, you have to have two things on your mind. First is the consequence of your actions. What you're going to do to the person, or what the other person will do for you. We're going to leave like a little consequence. For every action, there is a reaction. So if you hit someone hard enough to knock them out and they fall down the floor and you break somebody's head, you kill someone, you go to jail. You lose your family, you lose your job, you lose your dignity, your freedom, and when you get out, the world will be different. Your kids will grow without a parent. If you're a mother, if you're a father. Or the person can fuck you up and put you in a wheelchair or put you in bed for the rest of your life. You're going to be disabled. So that's the first thing you need to think before you close your fist to fight anyone. And the second one is rule number 2 of the streets. Someone always will get hurt. Make sure it's not you. So I tell my students to run as much as possible, to beg, to apologize for what they didn't do. But if they will go for it, go for it. Consider yourself dead and go for it, because there's nothing coming out of a fight apart of death and pain. Make it properly. Otherwise, don't bother. Don't waste people's time. Don't waste my time to go and visit you in prison, because it's not going to happen. You're going to pay for the consequence of your actions. I don't give a shit if that's going to be my son or my father. I'm not going to jail to visit anyone. And if it does happen for me to go to jail, let me rot in there. Don't come to pay me a visit, because that was my choice to close my fist. Now, people can do with their life whatever they want. People are free to make their own decisions. People are, do whatever you want, live the life, enjoy. Just admit, if you are doing something wrong, it's nobody's fault. It's your own decision. Whatever choice you will make is your very own choice. Don't blame the world, don't blame anybody else. Yeah, knee is not great, guys, sorry. Not great at all. But anyway, it's time for me to get going. Anyway, I didn't expect I would stay that long. So thank you very much, guys. I might see you later on with some music in the evening. I'm back. So I'm going to be annoying you all the time. So thank you very much for all of those who wasted your time here listening to my bullshit, my monologue. So it was nothing. I said it was going to be a quick training, so it was a quick one. But that's the only thing what I could save for today with my bad knee and coming back from work. I'm still on the jet lag. I slept 3 hours last night when I came to work. The night before, I slept maybe 2.5 hours. I was traveling for 45 hours back from Brazil. Got stuck in Portugal for a very long time. So, yeah, came on, I need to go as well. Bahodur, is that Bahodur right? I don't want to say your name wrong. Thank you very much for spending some time with me here today, buddy. Thanks very much for the time you have given here to send the message and to not learn anything from me, because God Almighty, I don't have anything to learn, even to teach, even to my son. I'm not an example for absolutely nobody. I'm just me. Boring, annoying guy, like I'm a mosquito in somebody's soup. Because a lot of people, they don't like what I say. A lot of people, they don't like what I do. They just don't have the courage to come and say that straight on my face. Not because I'm a bad person, I'm going to fight, I'm going to have an argument with someone. It's just because I live my life on the way. I just want to be a honest person. So if anyone wants to talk about me, they're going to have to make lies. So please, guys, help me to get 800 subscribers by the end of the month, which I was very, I got 700 subscribers even in June. When I was saying to people I want to have 700 subscribers by the end of July, in June I got it already. But and then this 3 weeks break, going on holiday, probably I would have got maybe another 100, maybe another 10, maybe another 5 subscribers. I stopped doing videos, I stopped doing lives, I was just resting. I was enjoying my life being a nomad. I was enjoying my life being me, hidden in nowhere. I was just in the middle of nowhere. And I was happy. I was home. I was living the life fully with my family. I was enjoying myself. But fun is over. It's time to get back to work. It's time to get back to the reality. A lot of things to be sorted. A lot of work to do. I have an event to organize for November and not much time left. I need to get back to my health. I need to make sure I'm working all the aspects of my life for the next few days. So thank you very much, you guys, all of you who have passed here, who have enjoyed what I was doing in this live or even on the video before. Thank you very much for the care of the message I get from you guys, on my private Instagram or on Facebook, when people they go there to see me. So I really, really appreciate, guys. You will have no idea how much I appreciate the time you guys spend here with me. I really much appreciate even those who are coming here to criticize what I do, because you guys are the few what I need to keep this machine going. Okay, you inspire me to become a better person and to not go back to become one of those losers which people want me to be. Sorry, too late, too old for that. I cannot make those mistakes anymore. Or at least, of course, I'm going to be doing the mistakes. I'm a human being. At least I don't have to repeat the same mistakes every day. So it gives me the opportunity to do a different mistake every single day. Okay, because I change my mind all the time about everything. And one day one person came to me and said, right, if you don't have concrete ideas about what you want for your life, you will get nowhere. You need to know who you are. You need to know what you do. You need to know what you are capable to. See you later, buddy. Thanks for passing by. And I said to them, yes, I know who I am. I understand what I am. I understand what I do. I understand the environment where I live. The only thing is, you guys don't understand what I am. You don't understand who I am, because I'm just me. I'm not trying to be like anybody. I'm not trying to buy your shoes. I'm not trying to live your life. I'm not trying to impress you with money or with anything. I don't care what you think about me or not. I don't give a shit. Isabella, how you doing, Isa? How is life, lady? Hey, you just arrived there and I don't see you putting a like in there. What's wrong with you, Isa? Where's my like? I'm back. I'm very good, Isabel. I'm very good. I just came back from Brazil last Saturday. So I was in Brazil for 3 weeks. So in these past 3 weeks, I haven't done much. In fact, I haven't done absolutely nothing. I was just enjoying my holiday. But now, as I said, it's time to come back to the reality. So the dream has finished. Now I need, look. Yes, I know I'm fat. I'll be always fat. But now it's time to at least lose a little bit of weight. Oh, I'm still in Hungary. Really? Oh, that's nice. That's nice. I wish I was still in Brazil, though. I am. I am. Thanks for that, but I know I am. No, the holiday was beautiful. The holiday was absolutely beautiful, but it was just about time to get back home. Another week in Brazil, probably I would go mad. You know, it's beautiful going on holiday. It's beautiful when you see family. It's beautiful when you see old friends. But there's nothing better than when you can go to your house on your own toilet. That's the best ever. You know, it's always good to be back home, regardless if the holidays were great or not. It's always good when you come back to your safe place, to that place where you can do whatever you want. Are you cooking? What are you cooking? I need to. No problem. Go. Don't forget to share this video, to ask more other people who don't have much work to do to come here and listen to my bullshit, to my monologue. I'm here 24/7. So yeah, as I say, beautiful. I want to go back holiday again soon, next year, if I can make it. But I need to understand, Papa, I need to understand, it's not a cheap holiday to go in. It's not. It's not cheap going to Brazil, you know. If you go on your own, it's a different matter. If you're going with family and you still have to pay your bills and leave money for rent and everything else, be prepared to spend a fortune. Probably you could put a deposit to a house in England, which is not cheap, around the Yorkshire, for a house with the money you spend to go on holiday for 2 or 3 weeks. But I don't give a good goddamn about it. As long as my mother is alive and my father is alive, my sister, I still want to see them. I left home very young. I left home I was 17. Not because things were bad at home. No, it's just because I want to gain my independence, you know. I had my money, so I left home to work in different places. I don't regret I left, but I could have spent a lot more time with them when I was younger. Probably it was, the outcome of my life would be completely different what it is now. Surely it would be. Maybe if I was still in Brazil, probably I would be dead, or I would be in jail, or I would be living in another state. I don't know. I have no idea what would happen to me if I was still in Brazil. But anyway, the reality is, I'm not in Brazil for the past 19 years. No regrets. I'm living the life. I'm living the dream. I'm working hard to build a future which my father couldn't give to me. Okay, I'm not blaming the poor man. I'm just saying I'm a way better now than what my father was in his entire life. No, don't get me wrong, I always had love in the house, everything was fine. But you know, poor person, poor people, sometimes they just need to survive. So it's not all the time they can give the attention to the children like they want to do. You know, my parents, they were all the time at work, you know, making sure nothing was missing at home. We were poor, but not that poor when you didn't have food to eat. We always had food. We always had something to put on the table. But I can say life sometimes was quite complicated, was quite, you know. We never paid the rent. We had our own place, but it was a very, it was a small place, nothing sophisticated. It was poor but clean. We never starved. We never had troubles with police or none of this. But it was a different environment what I live now, and I don't want my son to have nothing what I had in my childhood. You know, I want my son to be a different person than what I was and than what I am. I don't want my son to be carrying bags of coal. I want my son to be someone in life, you know. I want him to study, or at least to get a good job when he don't have to work his ass as hard as I had to. But I don't want a lazy motherfucker in my house. I want my son to learn the values of life and the, you know, the pleasure of the work, when you can work and you can gain whatever you want with your own sweat. So I want the little fellow not to struggle. When I say I don't want him to do things what I was doing, I don't want him to be fighting on the streets. I don't want him to be jumping in front of someone with a machete, with a knife, with a gun, and for a fight. I don't want this kind of things to happen to my son, you know. I want a different life, a different environment. I don't want the fights in the house, parents fighting all the time in front of the children. I started smoking a pipe when I was 4 years old. 6 years old, I was smoking cigarettes already. I'm not proud of it, but That's how it was on the 80s. At least that's how it was in the 80s in Brazil. Life was a way different than what it is now. You know, in my time when I was a child, you know what we used to watch? Rumble, Rock, Braddock, you know, no Twin Lights, Lord of the Rings, no. We used to, the glorious old times back on the 80s. That was the time when I could tell you we'd be forced on the steel. Oh, no, might. And it's only few people from my generation where I'm still in contact, and we talk about the same thing, and we love the way we learned things, we love the way we were living on the 80s and on the 90s. Of course, sometimes a little bit extreme, but we're not harming anyone, just enjoying ourselves. You know, even the fights, they were nice. You know, we are so immature, not knowing anything about life, about the world. And then when you age, you just start looking back. What has happened to all our friends? A lot of them, they are dead. You know, they got killed, illness, it was their time, whatever reason, they drowned in the river, in the lakes. Everybody had a different path. Some of my friends, I would say, they say their life is much easier than mine, which I don't know what they mean by their life is easier than mine. Maybe because they have more money than what I do. But none of those motherfuckers, they will have the peace of mind what I have. None of those motherfuckers will put their head in the pillow, survive another day, pray to the good God, and then say, I have survived another day. I didn't go to the statistics in Brazil. I survived Brazilian streets. For me, for you guys who are listening to it, bollocks, whatever, yeah. For some of my friends, are bullshit, yeah, who cares? For me, I have survived. I've survived places where even one of the strongest guys who pretend they are a good fighters, they wouldn't dare to go nowadays. I have survived the streets of Brazil on my time, and it wasn't easy. It was not easy at all. But now I look back and I laugh about situations when at the time I was crying. I laugh at the times when I was scared. I laugh about the times when I didn't give a damn about anything, and I believed I was the greatest fighter in the world until I got knocked out from a 70 years old man. That was one of the greatest lessons in my life. And as we say in Brazil, if you cannot beat your enemy, join them. So what this dickhead did, I joined the guy who actually knocked me out, the 70 years old man, and I became his student. And I did become his disciple, I became his student, I follow his steps. When I say it, I don't say it with pride sometimes, because it's not everything what I learned from him. I want to keep that in my system. I want to forget a lot of things as well. But this is my life. That's where I've been brought to. That's what I do. Martial arts is my life. Martial arts is what keeps me going. That's my fuel. And simple life, simple things, living the life, living the beauty of the life. And now I have a dickhead in front of me, which I don't want to say, I don't want to be racist, but God Almighty, this Chinese boy could have gone on his car 5 times at least, and he hasn't moved there, and I don't want to beat on him because he's a blood new driver. There is even a P in the car saying he is a new driver. And God Almighty, I could have gone 10 times he could have gone. And I'm still here waiting. Now he's gonna wait until the next coming of Jesus Christ. When Jesus Christ comes back to earth, probably he's gonna move his car, and I'm not here to wait for all of that all day long. So I'm gonna just try to go. Yeah, I'll have to do so, otherwise I'm gonna be here forever. And I did. He can stay back there now. God Almighty. So yes, guys, I'm back. I'm back from my holidays. I'm back to life. I'm back to the madness. I'm back to tell you guys, I'm gonna be a pain in the ass for all of you bunch of motherfuckers, because I need all my likes, I need all of my subscribers, yes. And I want to monetize this bloody channel by the end of the year, which I know is not gonna happen. It's a mission impossible, but if I can walk step by step like I was doing in January, in the beginning of the year, I'm on the good path. Like on the beginning of the year, I had 122 subscribers. I have a bit more now, you know. Viewers, maybe 2-3 people were seeing my live and just walking away, and I was getting so much frustrated. So one day I just decided, you know what, I'm gonna make this work. I don't care how long it's gonna take, but I cannot carry bags of coal all my life. One day I'll have to give it up. I'll have to give in, but it's not gonna be just yet. So I may start this little channel now. Maybe one day I can survive through the internet. I'm gonna have millions of subscribers in here, and they're gonna pay me a great amount of money. So I'm gonna live from the internet. You guys believe it? I don't. But I enjoy coming here talking to you guys. I enjoy the new friends I've been making in this past few months, just by doing lives over here, you know, getting knowing other people through the comments, the chat, and then exchange messages in the other social medias, and become quite good friends, getting help from other people, knowledge, and I'm enjoying it. I can say it has been a great experience being here on the YouTube, doing no little videos. I don't intend to make money in it. If I do one day, that will be just a consequence, will be just something extra. I have my job. I love my job. I have my jobs, actually. I don't have only one. There's plenty of things what I do, and I like being active guy. I don't have. I started Treino back in 2009 just to put some Capoeira videos in there, but I was, you know, I didn't want to put myself in it. I want to train. That was my thing. Even teaching is not my thing. I want to train hard. It just got to the point when it doesn't matter how hard you're gonna train. It doesn't matter what you're gonna do. If you don't teach someone to pass your knowledge, it will die with you. It's a lot of knowledge, a lot of skills died with. I still have two masters alive. One day they will go. So I was lucky they chosen me to some of their knowledge. So that's what I want to do to some of my students. I just want to give it to them to pass it on. Maybe one day, I don't want to be reminded by anyone. I just want people to know a bit more about my culture. I want people to learn a little bit more about what I do. And I'm speaking too much now. I spoke a lot. I don't even think people care about this anymore. It's time to go. I'm driving. See you later, guys. Bye for now.